Good morning, students. This is Dr. Dilbaj from Lajpur Khalsa College of Engineering, Associate Professor in Department of Applied Science. So today we are going to discuss another very useful and important topic of graph theory, which is a part of discrete mathematics. And you know that in the previous lecture we have discussed many important things. Like all these things we have discussed about the how you will represent the binary tree from an expression. So today we are going to discuss the traversal of a binary tree. Means how you can say this is a binary search. And there are basically three methods to traverse a binary tree. The first is the pre-order, another is the in-order, and the third is the post-order. So first we will discuss what is the process behind it when you want to traverse the binary tree by using these three methods. So first is the pre-order method, but let me clarify here. You will understand in a better way when I will take an example. But I must have to discuss the process. That's why I am discussing the process first. So the process of pre-order is process the root first. You will visit the root first. Then traverse the left subtree of R. Means you will traverse after root. You will visit the left subtree of R in the pre-order. Okay, and traverse the right subtree of R in pre-order. So let me clarify here. Pre-order means first you will visit the root, then you will visit the left tree, then you will visit the right tree. So this is the main thing, correct? Now, if I will take the example here by the pre-order. So first you visit the root, clear? Then you traverse the left tree, and you know that the left of A is B. Then you visit the B, correct? Now B is the root of these two, so you have already visited the root. So then you will visit the left tree, then you have visited the, so you do not have any left or root here. Then you will move to the right, okay? E. Now you will come back and then you will visit the C and then you will visit the F. So this is the process of pre-order. Okay, if I will take one more example of pre-order, it is better to discuss this one. So what you will do, first you will visit the A, you have done, then you will visit the left B, then no first priority of left, then you visit the C, then you will visit the G, then you will move to the H, right, then you will move to the H. Now come back, then you will move to the right, means D, correct? Then when you have visited the D, then you will move left first, because you have visited the root, then left, now right, now you have visited the root of this, then left, then right, correct? So this is the pre-order procedure to visit the tree. So the second one is the in order. So in order, traverse the left subtree of the R in order. So first you will traverse to visit the left subtree first, then root, then right. Earlier it was in the pre-order, first root, then left, then right. In order, you will visit the left first, then root, then right. So let's see, this is the in order process. So what you will do here, let me erase it. Yes. So what you will do here, you will visit the, so you cannot visit A, you will visit the left, but you cannot visit B also, because left is B. So you will visit D first. First left, top left, D first. Then root, root of root of D is B. Okay, then write left root right, correct, E. Now then you will visit A, then right, then right. Okay, so this is the process of in order. So if you want to see the procedure of in order here, so it is very simple to see it. Okay, so see it. So how you will do it, I will explain. Let me erase first. In this example, we are going to take the in order. So in order, first you will traverse the leftmost. First will be the G, means you will take the G, correct? Then root C. Okay, then right H. Okay, then again root B, then right I. Okay, then root A. Okay, when you will move to A, because this is not a left, first you will visit to the left first, K, then root, then when you will move to E, you cannot do this is the right, first you will visit the left, J, then root E, then right. So this is the process of in order. Okay, so let's start having discussion of post order. So third process is the post order. In the post order, you will traverse the left subtree first, then right, then root. Means first left, then right, then root. Okay, so there is an example. Already we have example here. So first is the left, another right, then root. So first you will move to the left, then right, T and E, then root. Okay, so you cannot take the root first because you have visited the left, then you will move to the right, the most right, F, correct, then you will root because you don't have a left hand, then you have A. So this is the process of post order. Okay, so same thing we will discuss in this example. Post order means how you will do the same thing in this example. Okay, so let's discuss the post order. Now see, so in the post order, first you will visit the left, so first G. Okay, then right H. Okay, then root C. Understand? Then not root, then right I, because left you have visited, then right, then root. Now you have visited the left of A, then you will visit the right. But when you will move to the right, first you will, this is the root of something, first you will visit the left, K. Now when you will move to the right, so right is another root, so you cannot move to the, you will visit the J first. Okay, then you have a F, then you have a E, then you have a D, then you have a E. So this is the process of post order. So I hope you understand how you will visit. There are three methods. One is the pre-order, another is the in order, and pre-order, in order, and post order. Okay. So next we are going to discuss another very important notation that is known as the Polish notations. An expression tree has three forms. Okay, the Polish notation, you have three forms. First is the prefix form, postfix form, infix form. So we will discuss one by one what is the meaning of that. So this is the process basically how you will write the let's discuss one by one, then you will we will try to explain to you. What is the meaning of prefix? When we have a pre-ordered traversal, already we have discussed about the pre-ordered traversal performed on an expression tree, then the result is obtained by a prefix, or known as, you can say, that is polished form of a given algebraic expression. But when we will perform post-order traversal, then it is known as postfix, or you can say reverse Polish form. And when you will perform the in-order traversal, then it is the infix form. So it is better to discuss with the example. So see, this is the example. You need not to worry about this. This is a very simple thing. So one thing you must be clear: prefix means traversal by pre-order. Prefix means pre-order. Postfix means post-order. Infix means in-order. So these things you will understand. So first, you know that find the prefix and the postfix expression. You have to write two expressions. This is the example. So first, you know that this is the expression. You will write down the binary tree first. Okay. So these are the two brackets. In between plus, you will put here plus. No doubt about that. Then you have a left side is this. So in the left hand side, this is one operand, this is another operand. So one is x plus y. When you have x plus y, so plus is between them, x plus y. Now you have a power. This is the power, 2 is power. So left is x plus y, power is 2. Okay. So already we have discussed about this, how you will represent the tree from the expression in the previous lecture. So here we are going to write the prefix notation. Okay. So how you will write it? It is very interesting to see. See. So you know that the prefix means traversal by pre-order. So pre-order means first you will visit the root, then left, then right. So first you have the root, correct? You have a plus, very much clear. Then left, then left. Now you have visited the root of this, then left, left, correct? Now you have visited the root, then left, then left, then right. Same thing that you have done earlier in the pre-order visit. Now come back to down, right, because root you have visited, left visited, root visited, then right. Now root visited, then you will visit right, correct, because left and root and right. Now root visited, left, okay, root visited, left, left visited, root visited, left visited, then right. Now come back, left visited, root visited, left visited, then right. So this is the pre-order prefix, you can say prefix notation. Okay. Now another thing, that is the postfix. Very interesting to see it also. Yes. Okay. So what is that? In the prefix order, you have the in the postfix order. So first you will traverse the left, then right, then root in the last. So you cannot visit this one, left, left, left. You have visit first left, then right, then root. You have visited left, then right, then root, correct? Now you have visited the left, then right, but in the right you have a left also, then left. You cannot visit this one, you have a left also. Then you will visit x first, then right, then root. Then you have visited the left, then right, then root. You have visited left or right, then root. So plus in the last. So this is the postfix form of expression. So you must know how you will able to write. I hope you understand how you are making these prefix and postfix expression notation. Okay. So we have another example here. Like A plus B star is a multiplication. First you will write the binary tree. I think we are very much clear. So we have to write the prefix. Prefix means first root, then left, then right. So you will start from this star, first root, then left, because then you have visited root, then left, then right, then you move, you have visited root also, left also, then right, then left, then right. So this is the way to visit in the. So you have many examples. So I think you can do yourself also. It's very easy to understand. Now, another very important thing we have, that is the evaluation. How, when we have some expression written in the form of prefix, okay, or postfix, how you will solve this expression. Means expression is written in the prefix. This is the prefix. How you will solve it? Okay. So the very simple way is there. So we will discuss. I think we need not to discuss this process. I will give the example directly. So see, this is the example given in front of you. Very interesting to see this example. So what is the prefix? You know that you will move from left to right. What is the process? You move from left to right until you will get SXY. What is S? X is the operator and X and Y are the operand. Okay, means immediately after any operator you have a two operand. Then you will stop it and you will proceed that one. So operator, no operand, move further. Operator, no operand, next. Operator, yes, you have two operands. Then you will stop here. Now you will process. You know that the prefix, first is the, you have a operator and operand means then left, then right. Correct? So what is the meaning of that? Means first you will visit the operator, then left, then right. So meaning of that is 2 multiply 3. So you will solve it. So in place of these three means terms, you will put only 6. Okay. So plus minus, then put 6 here, then 5 and rest of thing. So again you will move from left to right, plus again operator. Now you have a operand. So minus, this will be 6 minus 5. So you will solve it, you will put 1 in place of this. Okay, now again you will move. So plus 1. Only one operator. You cannot solve. Again you have a operator. Again you have operator. Now operand. So what is the meaning of this? Is the power. Means 2 raised to power 3. This is the power raised to power 3. Now you can solve it. So 2 raised to power 3 is 8. You will put 8 here. So again you will move plus operator, operand. You need two operands. So operator, operand, operand. Okay. So now you can solve this one, because this is 8 divisible by 4. So you have a 2 result. Okay. Now you have plus 1, 2, and 1 plus 2 answer is 3. Very simple. So this is the prefix expression to solve it. So next we will discuss the postfix expression. So we will discuss the example, need not to discuss the process. Process I will explain with the example also. Example. In the postfix of proceed, you know that in the postfix, first you will visit the left, right, and then operator, root. Okay. So what you will do, you will move from left to right until you will find X, Y, and S. Means operator, operand, and operator. 2 operand and 1 operator until you will find. So you have operator, no operand. So you can 2 operands. This is X, this is Y, and this is S. Now you can process. Correct? So what is the meaning of that? 2 multiply 3. So you will write 6 here. Again you will move from left to right, then 2 operand, then operator. So 7 minus 6, 1 result, you will put 1. So 1 and 4, and then what is the meaning of that? 1 raised to power 4. Correct? So 1 raised to power 4 is 1. So you have 1, then 1, 9, 3, and then division. It is meaning of that means 2 operands and 1 operator. 9 divided by 3. Very simple. Okay. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So you will put 3 here. So 1, 3 and plus, you will add 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So this is the way to process the binary tree. So we have some more example you can do yourself. This is not a very tree. The next topic you have, it is the last topic of your syllabus, that is the spanning tree. Okay. So what is that is very useful for the theoretical examination. A spanning tree is the, here let G be the connected graph, means everything is connected. So subgraph T of G is called spanning tree if T is a tree and another T contain all the vertices of G. Means T should be the subgraph of G and it must be a tree. G is a graph, but T must be a tree and it contain all the vertices of G. Then it is known as a spanning tree. So see the example. So in this example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. And this is connected graph. Clearly it is not a tree. Now I am going to delete this one and this one. So number of vertices are same, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now but this is a tree. Okay, so this is known as a spanning tree of G. Okay, now another, and spanning tree of G is not a unique. You may have some more spanning tree. Okay, so next is another important thing, that is the minimal spanning tree. So very interesting to see this minimal spanning tree. A minimal spanning tree of a weighted graph is the spanning tree with the condition that the sum of the first thing, it is for the weighted graph, the sum of the weight of the tree is as small as possible. So things will be very much clear when I will explain the example. This is a graph and we are going to find a spanning tree. So you can delete this one. If I will delete this one, so what you will get? You will get this one. Number of vertices are same. This is a spanning tree. So sum is 3, 4 and 6, 13. Okay. If in place of this, if I will delete this one, okay, so you will get like this. This. So 7, 6 and 4. So 7 plus 6 plus 4, 10 plus 17. So it is 13 is less than that. If you will remove, and you are very much clear, this is the largest one, so you can remove this one. So that's why this particular tree is the spanning tree, is the minimal spanning tree. Okay, in the same way you can find the maximal spanning tree. Same way you can find the, you should delete the minimum edge. So when you will find 7, 6 and it's the maximum value. So weight of the maximum spanning tree is the maximum. So this is the maximal spanning tree. Okay. So next we are going to discuss the last topic of your syllabus, is the how you will find the minimal spanning tree. We have 1 or 2 algorithms that I am going to discuss in the next lecture, and that will be your last lecture of your syllabus. It is the lecture that I am going to give to find minimal spanning tree of a graph. So that's all. I hope you understand today's topic. Thank you very much.